Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
What's happening, everybody? Christina, myself, and Maxton are at the local farmers market. We're going to be picking out vegetables today for Maxton. We're going to mush them up and make blender, and I'll show you guys that later. But we decided to get the freshest stuff possible. So right here is a little overhang that they got some vegetables, and we'll be showing you that next. After all, which one? Thank you. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, so what are we going to go get, huh? We getting you some vegetables? Yeah.
And that's that. That's a wrap. We're going to be heading back. And we looked at everything at the farmer's market. There's a lot of cool things. There's Max and Mom behind me. And so we're headed home now. Welcome back. We are done at the farmer's market, so we're going to get these green beans ready, fixed up for Maxton, and this is the process that I'm choosing to do for him. So I got a strainer here. Already dumped the bag of green beans into the strainer, which I'm going to rinse out, and then I also have one bag of green beans for the ends and another for when they get chopped and they look fresh like this. After that, I'm going to be putting it in a steamer and then mashing it up and then freezing it. So thank you guys for joining me, and let's get started. I like to use cold water on these green beans. I feel like somewhere along the lines, growing up, I was told to use cold water with the fruit, and then I'm going to start slicing it up. So I'm going to go ahead and start chopping them. This just makes it easier so I don't have to clean them out of the sink later on. Sometimes these ends, they're bad a little bit further back. They're mushy. These are really fresh, so they're really crunchy. They even make a little popping sound when you break them in half. But once they get steamed, there's going to be no crunch to them, because Maxton don't have no teeth, so ain't going to be able to crunch them up. And then Christina and I are planning on eating the other half of these. See, some of these ends right here, there's a little brown. I don't know why they come like that, but they do. That's part of the process of whenever you get them from the ground or wherever green beans come from. I think they're like a root or something. So we're just going to cut through these real quick. We got a whole basket of them. Don't take no time at all, but we are going to cut them up. So, oh, maybe they come off of a tree. If you guys know where green beans come from, please leave it down in the comment section below. Oh, runaway bean. When I was reading the directions on this earlier, it said there's 4 different types of green beans. don't remember what they are. All I know is these are the green beans that we bought from the farmer's market. And then I'll be doing sweet potatoes later on in this video, but I will be shooting it tomorrow, so I'll probably be wearing a different outfit by then. But we have one freezer tray that we use to freeze these, and then we got safe Ziploc bags for the freezer, so once they are frozen, we'll put them in there. So unfortunately, we do have only one treat at the moment, so we're gonna do this first, and then once they're all frozen, then we'll knock them out into one of them bags and put them in. Make the sweet potatoes and then freeze them as well. So we'll have a whole batch of food ready for Maxton, so we can grow a nice, strong, healthy boy. That is the goal. He had a very eventful day. Mama had a very eventful day. It was Mother's Day weekend, so that's why I'm getting to this a little bit late. But anything I can take off of her plate so she doesn't have to worry about, and she can focus on whatever she works on, whether it's work or gym stuff or raising Maxton, she can devote her energy to that, not waste it on stuff like this. I think that's a good thing. You guys that have families and stuff like that, you'll have to make the decision on how it works best for your family. I'm just telling you how I do it for mine. So, there we go. Quite a few green beans here. My mom, I was talking to her on the phone the other day, and she told me my favorite thing when I was a child was green beans. So, yep. I'm going to continue to make these videos and do them for all the different little things that we make for Maxton. Maybe we don't make green beans next time. Maybe we make something else. But green beans and sweet potatoes, that's what we're doing here. And I very well might split it up into 2 videos. So, just depends on how long it takes to make these. We have a Food Ninja. I think it's come from the dollar store or something like that. It is probably $25. And it seems to be working really well with the sweet potatoes. We had one of them nutrition bullets, and I put it in the, I just tried to push it down, turn it on, and it broke the other day. So maybe the expensive option is not always the best, or maybe people knowing how to use stuff before they get down, that might be important too. What I'll be using today to steam these vegetables is going to be an Instapot. It comes with a little tray, and I think you put like 1 inch of water at the very bottom, and it should steam it pretty quick. The Instapot works good for a lot of things. That's what we have, so that's what we're using for these. I do like doing it this way, because sometimes I do potatoes in the sink and I get to scraping the outsides or whatever. Makes a mess all over the sink, and it does take me a while to clean it up. This way I can just grab that bag, throw it in the trash can, or maybe if I had a compost, I could toss it in the compost, make compost out of it for a garden that we do not have, but maybe in the future we will have. Who knows? Maybe this is what I was supposed to have been doing the whole time, was making cooking videos. This is my first cooking video. I know a lot of people like to watch people make food. There's a lot of famous people that do it. It's pretty entertaining. I'm not very famous, but I am pretty talented with a camera. we'll go ahead and probably rinse these off one more time before we steam them, just so that we know they're good and clean. They shouldn't have a whole lot of extra on them as far as pesticides and stuff like that, being locally grown and just, I guess you would say, individually offered. But maybe next time I'll put them in bowls. It's probably more aesthetic. We'll have to remember that. Daniel will probably cut from the beginning to the end of this video, so you guys will never see this, all this talking, but it doesn't hurt to talk a little extra throughout the film as a filler. Who knows? People like things like that. So we're getting closer to the bottom of the pot here. You guys hear that snoring in the background. I have 2 English bulldogs. They're pretty lazy. They don't do a lot of moving around, but they do sleep. And when they sleep, they snore. I think it's about 11 o'clock at night right now, so they are sleeping. They've already been fed and all the bathroom breaks. We had a lot of rain here in South Carolina today. So with the bulldogs, you kind of got to wipe their feet when they go in and out. So if you guys are ever interested in getting a bulldog or have any questions about the English bulldog breed, then let me know, because I am an experienced bulldog dad. Just learning how to be a human dad right now. But we figuring it out. Yep. We figuring it out. I don't really know what the reasoning behind cutting these ends off, but my grandma did it when I was a kid, and I watched her do it because she had a lot of fresh vegetables out on her farm. And so that's the way I'm going to do it. Old people have a lot more experience with cooking, so I'm just kind of following suit. Wish I could look at the camera and do this at the same time, but it gets next to impossible. The summer is amongst us, so this is a summer vegetable here. A green bean is. You don't get it in the winter. You probably get snow peas in the winter. Just guessing by the name. But I think a lot of people like snow peas. I like all kinds of vegetables. I like tomatoes, and I guess that's a fruit, but you name it, I'll pretty much eat it. When we're thinking about different things to feed Maxton, we also have to take into consider what items give people gas. And I was thinking, maybe a Brussels sprout, but I forgot they do give you gas. Eggs give you gas. Our pediatrician recommended that we stick with one new food category each week. So he did do sweet potatoes last week. It went very well. And now we're going to be introducing this. And if he's allergic to anything, we'll be able to kind of pinpoint what is happening and maybe not give it to him again. We do want him to develop a taste for a lot of different things, so he's not a food snob. But if he's allergic to it, I just can't eat it. I'm not allergic to anything. Christina's got some allergies, so, way he comes out, we don't know. But we got to be careful, and I think buying organic, locally made vegetables and fruits and stuff like that is a big start to it. We're getting down to the bottom here. See, there's a little stem still on there. So, oh, that don't go there. That goes here. couple more, just the little ones. Put them in here. Boop, 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 boop. And the last one, I believe. Oh, don't worry, I cleaned my sink, you guys. I cleaned all this stuff before we got started. That's another reason it took a little bit longer to get going. I had to make it presentable for a video. Most people's kitchens don't normally look like this all the time. All right, we're back, everybody. And so this is the Instapot I will be using. When I looked it up, I got a little plug-in right here. Just plug it in, it should turn right on. And it said, do not overfill the little green basket. We're just going to drop this right in here after we place 1 cup of water or 1 inch of water on the bottom of the Instapot. So we'll go ahead and fill this right here. We're going to put 1 cup of water in the Instapot. That should be clean, so we're just going to leave that right there like that. Then we're going to put this in here. And then we're going to put some vegetables in there. So we're going to fill that little basket up. Not too full. This might take 2 loads, but with the Instapot it only takes a couple minutes. So, yep. So we're going to just do about that much right there. If you guys can see, I filled it up about just enough to fill that basket. And then we're going to place this on the top. Oh lordy. Boom. Put that on there. And then come over here and we're going to set this pressure high. There we go. 4 minutes. And then we're going to start it. It's not making any noise. I think it's working. Oh, it says preheating on the bottom. So, as that preheats, go ahead and rinse this out real good, because this is where I'm going to be setting the finished green beans. And then after 4 minutes, this should be ready. They should be fully cooked, ready for max. Alright you guys, so it looks like the pressure warmer has already warmed up and is starting the steaming process of these vegetables. Be careful not to put your hand around this top section if you are using an Instapot, because steam is very hot and you can burn your hands. That would be bad. So it's going to go through this real quick, and then when it's done, I'm going to release the pressure and we're going to cook the other half. Alright guys, it's almost done. If you look down here at the display screen, there you go. It is done. So we're going to hit the release right here on the top. We're going to press this. Woo! And that is a lot of pressure, you guys. Get it all out of there so that we do not burn ourselves whenever we do that. We open it up. So looking like it smells like green beans like crazy in here now. No wonder it took so long to wind up, but now we do know how this thing cooks so fast. Most things, it would take quite a bit longer than 2 to 3 minutes. We cook this a little longer because we are making this for a baby. Perfect, and the little knob went down to let us know that there is no more pressure in there. I'm gonna take this lid off, boom. Ooh, and them green beans look fantastic. Let's get a little GoPro shot of this. A little fogged up action. Ooh. Now be careful when you're removing this. It is a little warm. They are definitely cooked. It should be real soft. I'm going to move them over here and dump them into our fresh strainer. Ooh. Squeeze them. Oh yeah. Very soft. Very, very, very soft. So it looks like it worked. I'm going to put just a little bit more water in there because we got some more green beans to cook. And then we'll be done. Just blend it and freeze it. Green beans. Pushing on the blender. No chunks. Kind of looks like applesauce. More right there. Thank you guys for tuning into today's channel. I had a lot of fun making these green beans with you guys. If you guys have any suggestions or want to recommend next week's video, then please leave it in the comment section down below. Please do not forget to hit the like, follow, subscribe for more content just like this. And peace out.